A magical realm divided into two kingdoms, Erendir ruled by light, and Umbris ruled by shadows. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting an eerie glow over the magical veil that separated Erendir from Umbris. Lyra stood at the edge of her kingdom, her hands glowing faintly as she traced the air before her.
The veil, it's thinning.
A shimmer ran along the barrier, distorting the view of the shadowy land beyond. Suddenly, a dark figure stepped through the weakening veil. Lyra's heart jumped as she instinctively drew her dagger.
Lower your weapon, healer. If I meant harm, you'd already be on the ground.
The man before her was cloaked in shadows, his violet eyes piercing. Lyra hesitated, her gaze flicking to the veil behind him.
You're Umbrician. You don't belong here.
And yet, here I am. The veil is failing, and both our worlds are at risk. I came to warn you.
Lyra tightened her grip on her dagger.
Warn me or deceive me.
I have no reason to lie. The Veil Keeper sent me. She said someone from your side would understand.
Lyra faltered. She had heard the whispers of the Veil Keeper, a mystical guardian said to protect the barrier. Still, the idea of trusting a shadowed warrior from Umbris made her stomach churn.
If you're lying, I'll make sure you regret it.
Kael smirked, his dark aura curling around him like smoke.
Trust me, healer. You'll regret it more if we fail.
The next morning, Lyra found herself traveling alongside Kael. The uneasy alliance was palpable as they navigated the forest near the veil's edge.
Lyra and Kael walk along a dirt path, framed by glowing flowers and patches of magical energy, soft blue and golden lights.
You're awfully quiet. What's the matter? Afraid the big, bad Umbrician might eat you?
No, I'm just wondering if all your kind are as insufferable as you.
Most, but I'm special.
Despite herself, Lyra felt a flicker of amusement. It quickly faded when they reached the first obstacle. A massive chasm guarded by a creature of stone.
A gargoyle, of course.
The beast roared, its eyes glowing red. Lyra stepped forward, her hands glowing as she prepared a spell.
Wait, let me!
But Lyra unleashed her power, sending a blast of golden light toward the gargoyle. The creature staggered but didn't fall.
Reckless! Let me show you how it's done.
He stepped into the shadows, disappearing. Moments later, tendrils of darkness wrapped around the gargoyle, pulling it into the void.
You could have warned me.
And missed the look on your face. Never!
As they continued their journey, Kael began to open up. One night, as they rested by a fire, he shared his story.
I wasn't always this.
Lyra glanced at him, his face illuminated by the firelight.
What do you mean?
Kael hesitated, then spoke softly.
I was cursed, born into a family who served the shadows. I've been trying to break free ever since.
For the first time, Lyra saw vulnerability in him.
You're not your curse, Kael.
Tell that to the lives I've taken.
They finally reached the chamber of the Eclipse Gem, hidden deep within a mountain. As they stepped inside, the Veil Keeper appeared, a ghostly figure with glowing eyes.
You have done well to reach this place, but the final test awaits.
She gestured toward the gem, which floated in a beam of light.
The veil can only be restored through sacrifice. One of you must give up your essence.
Kael stepped forward immediately.
It's me. I'll do it.
Lyra grabbed his arm.
No, there has to be another way.
The Veil Keeper shook her head.
The choice is yours, but the price must be paid.
Kael turned to Lyra, his expression softening.
This is my chance to make things right. Let me do this.
Tears welled in Lyra's eyes.
We can't lose each other now.
Then, an idea struck her.
What if we combine our essences? Share the burden.
The Veil Keeper paused, her eyes narrowing.
A dangerous path, but it might succeed.
Standing before the gem, Lyra and Kael joined hands. Golden light and dark shadows intertwined around them as they channeled their magic.
Don't let go.
Never.
The gem glowed brighter and brighter until the entire chamber was bathed in blinding light. When the magic subsided, The veil had been restored, but Lyra and Kael had changed. Their appearances now reflected both light and shadow, a perfect harmony. In the years that followed, the realms of Arendar and Umbris united. Lyra and Kael, now leaders of a new, harmonious kingdom, stood side by side.
Looks like we made it.
Together.
And as the sun set on their joined lands, the veil shimmered not as a barrier, but as a bridge between worlds.
Thank you for watching.
For watching.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Like and share.